And okay, so hi everyone. Hi everyone, it's Crystal Lynn Bell, Master Spiritual Life Coach and Worthiness Advocate for Women. And I want to welcome you to our regular Tuesday live stream that I do here in the League of Badass Butterflies every Tuesday and Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so you all will have to forgive me a little bit. If you've been following me, you know my cousins left yesterday and I really missed them, and I was kind of sad last night, so I was kind of up all night. So I've been awake since 1:30 and I'm a little bit fatigued. So, so we'll see. This is a great state for me because I'm very detached with my ego. This is a great time to be doing tarot readings, and that's what we're going to be doing for everyone who is joining me live today. So let's get started by having you all check in, and whatever your question is. Now, look, we're being very specific. This is not about exploring your love life. This is about exploring your relationship with your divine coaching business. So I'm not going to be looking at your relationships or things that aren't working in your personal life. This is for people who are interested in becoming visionary spiritual life coaches, meaning you have a passion in your heart, you have a calling in your soul to be of service to mankind, to humankind on some level, and you take that very seriously, right? This is the League of Badass Butterflies spiritual life coaching community. And even if you aren't totally sure that you're going to do this, like you're not sure because it's something that you feel, but you don't feel quite ready yet, today's session is going to be great for you because this is an opportunity for you to open up to your spirit guides and to receive some really valuable information that can help you on this journey to becoming a certified spiritual life coach and starting your business. So if you would like a reading, please type your question into the comments there, and I will be happy to read for you. Now, what I was thinking when I set this, this program up for us today was that, like, a lot of you have gone through a lot of different things in your lives. You've experienced a lot of different hardships, a lot of loss, grief, sadness, pain, physical disease, all kinds of issues. And you want to be of service, but you're kind of like wondering, well, where do I start? I've got so many things that I can help people with. I've gone through so many things. I have so much hard-earned wisdom, right? So what we can do, and what I was thinking during this session was that I could do readings for you to help you discover your niche or your specialty. In other words, how should you help people? What does your soul want you to do to help people? Okay, so that's one example of questions that you can ask today. But if you have something else that you'd like to ask for, and I'm happy to answer those as long as they are about being a spiritual life coach or running your divine coaching business. Okay. All right. So if you're joining me live, type in the comments #live. And if you're watching the replay, type in #replay. All right. So let's take a look and see who's here with me today. I see that Rebecca is here and Betty is here. Hey, Betty, good morning. Marilena is here. Good morning. And BB is here. Good morning. Excellent. Yes, I'm glad that you're here. BB's diving right in. Am I on the right path? Excellent, darling. Very, very good. Yes, let's tuck in. That's the first question I see. Betty says, if I'm doing this and would like to know if I'm supported by my spirit guides. How should I help people, or am I on the right path? Okay, very, very good. Okay, y'all, we've got plenty to get started here. So let's do that. And I want to remind you that the Badass Butterflies Superpowers Academy starts August 1st. And I've extended the discount period. So if you want to get signed up for that and not have to pay full price, if you'd like to participate and you want to get half off, then you have to book in with me before the end of this week so that we can talk about how we can get you started. So just keep in mind that I have flexible monthly payments for those of you who qualify, and so you can pay up front or you can get monthly payments. I'm really happy to work with you, okay? All right, so let's get started. So the first question that I had, and Rebecca, if you can help me keep track of the questions, that would be really helpful. I don't want to miss anybody. And the first one that I see here, that is the first question, is, am I on the right path? And that is coming from BB. So I'm going to start here, BB. I've got a few different decks that I'm going to be using. I'm starting off with the Psychic Tarot deck. This comes from John Holland, and this is one of my. I've had this deck for decades. Had this deck for decades, and yeah, it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to start with this one. I've also got a few other decks that I can pull from. We'll see what we're going to do here. All right, and this is just, I'm tuning in right now to Precious BB. And it's a simple question. Am I on the right path? Am I on the right path? BB is asking. And the card I am drawing is, okay, there we go. I hope you can see that clearly. It's 0, new beginnings. And this card, John Holland bases his cards on tarot, but they're not strict tarot. Like, he gives them his own kind of meaning, and he uses a color combination instead of using like cups and swords. By the way, you guys, Rebecca, did you already post the link to join the Superpowers Academy? Yeah, very good. So keep in mind also that we have that in the Superpowers Academy, we actually, over the course of the year, you're going to have 4 tarot readings. So you're going to become a certified tarot reader through my Moonlight Tarot School. So as a part of the Badass Butterfly Superpowers Academy, you are going to learn tarot and become a certified reader through my organization. So that's just something to think about. Also, if you don't want to join the Academy, we have an entire masterclass series that you can just sign up for the masterclass itself, okay? Rebecca, can you post the link to the first Badass Butterfly, to the first tarot series, sorry, the first tarot class that begins on August 20th, okay? All right, so, right, so to Ms. BB. BB, your question is very simply, am I on the right path? And if we look at this card, we can see that there is a woman who is mature, and she is stepping out. Like, we can see here's a door and a wall, and this looks kind of solid, and it looks like she's leaving something solid and comfortable and she's stepping out into space, right? And she's stepping down into another world. So she's leaving one world and going into another. And you can see here that she has a wand in her hand. And very often in tarot, we consider this wand to be a magical wand. So, and she's got just a little satchel at her side. And that's all she's leaving with. So she's just kind of like, look, I'm going for it. I'm taking a deep dive, leap, and the net will appear. So for you, darling, I would say that the answer to your question is yes, you are on the right path. You are on the beginning of a journey, and it's a very good journey. It's a very blessed journey. I would say that you're going about it the right way. This card represents innocence and open-heartedness, open-mindedness, and that's kind of the best way to start any kind of journey like this, a spiritual journey, and particularly being in business. Now, this is a very divine feminine card. And I know, Bibi, you've been following me for a long time, so you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So this is a very divine feminine card. This is about leaping, having faith, trusting, and letting spirit guide you. But what can happen that you have to be very careful of is if you stay too much in this space where you're just going along without doing any concrete work, is she will never touch ground. She will never manifest. She will never truly give birth to herself. She'll just remain an idea. So just because you're on the right path doesn't mean that you should sit back and be like, woohoo, I don't have to do anything. Actually, this card is the first step of a very big journey. So you need to start investing in yourself, in your education, in your process, in your business, so that you can actually start making this real. This is a yes, go ahead, but this is not a yes, be passive. That does not work in reality. You need to balance the feminine, allowing, receiving, being guided, and the masculine, step-by-step education, getting grounded, taking learning in a professional way, and treating yourself like a professional. And here's a little disclaimer for everyone here, something you need to know about me right off the very bat. I do not fuck around, okay? I'm not here to play baby games with people who will not do what spirit is calling them to do. It is perfectly okay to not know exactly how you're going to do things right off the bat. But if you are someone who stays in your comfort zone and you don't make a decision, that is not my realm. You will be called out for that. And that calling out can be very uncomfortable, and I will apologize in advance, but I'm also not going to apologize like, I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry that you're going to be upset because you got called out, but I'm not sorry that I called you out, okay? So keep in mind that if you are in this league of badass butterflies, it is because you are meant to be activated, not to remain in a passive state, okay? This is an activating session. It is meant for you to say yes to your destiny, not to sit back in your comfort zone and be like, oh, I got a positive card, that's good, I'm gonna do nothing. No, take action. Okay, so Bibi, take action, my friend. All right, let me go to the comments and make sure that I'm getting everyone. I got Bibi's question taken care of. Thanks for making me welcome. You're welcome for being welcome, sweetheart. I see Betty's question is next, and Betty asks, I'm doing this, and I would like to know if I'm supported by my spirit guides. And then it says, how should I help people, or am I on the right path? So Betty, I'm going to answer only one of these questions because I don't have time to do 3 questions. And let's see, I'm going to see if there's a way to put these together. I'm doing this and would like to know if I'm supported by my spirit guides. I got it. All right, so we're going to answer all these with one card. How should I help people, or am I on the right path? How should I help people? Am I on the right path? How do I know, like, am I supported? I'm doing this. I want to know if I'm supported. I want to feel that support. I'm on the right path. I want to know that I'm on the right path. I want to know that I'm supported, is what she's saying. Wow, look at what you pulled, Betty. Look at what came up for you. Wow, this is so powerful, man. This is really good. Super affirmative. Can you all see that? I was literally just writing about her today. This is the number 3 card, fertility. Fertility. And keep in mind that I said John Holland's deck is kind of based on traditional tarot, but he does things a little bit differently. So this is known as the Empress, the Empress. And what we're seeing in this particular card is, again, a mature woman. I like that John Holland uses these mature women because these are women that have gone through some things, right? And here we see a mature woman, and we see her standing upright, very erect, beautiful posture. She's got her hands at her abdomen or womb space, which is kind of the seat of where creative ideas come from. We see that here at her heart center and her solar plexus, she's got green light. We see an oval, which represents an egg, right? This outer yellow oval representing an egg and fertility. And we see also this round space, which is representing the portal of being born into the world. So, and then if we look even more closely, we can see that she's got a really terrific head of hair. She's got very thick hair, and it is sprouting outward into leaves of a tree, right? So Betty, for this particular card, it's a very, very affirmative card. It's a life-affirming card, and it's a card that is saying, not only are you on the right path, not only are you supported by your spirit guides, but it's actually saying that you are a real, sincere channel for the divine, and how the divine shows up on earth, okay? So the way this card is working, this card represents the divine feminine and sexual creative energy. And Spirit is suggesting that that is alive in you. And I'm not sure of your relationship with your sexuality and with creativity, but I would suggest that you start looking at that relationship, you know, whether you have a good relationship with it or whether you have a poor relationship with it. Spirit is encouraging you to have a good, open, sexual relationship with life. And when I say a sexual relationship with life, that can mean actually having sexual intercourse with your partner, or just loving on yourself and enjoying sexuality with yourself on your own terms. But it also means having an orgasmic life experience, meaning you spend a lot of time being present, connecting with yourself, connecting with the world around you, using your sensual feeling nature, connecting to the divine feminine inside you, using your sensuality, you know, lighting candles, using essential oils, spending time in the garden, growing things, spending time with children and pets, all those things that help you connect to love, that open your heart, and that also connect to your creativity. So spending a lot of time with art, working on your business. This woman is a mother, she is a wife, and she is a businesswoman. And so the message for you, Betty, is, let me look at your questions again. Let's see, I would like to know if I'm supported by my spirit guides. This is an absolute yes. This card again represents the divine feminine, and the divine feminine is all about being supported. She understands who it is she is and what she wants to do. She rests herself in that, and then she allows the universe, knowing that it's going to bring that to her. All right. How should I help people, or am I on the right path? Okay, so this is also confirming that you are on the right path. And I would say, how should I help people? This woman helps people by, number one, living her best life, doing for herself first and foremost. But keep in mind, she is also mother, she is wife, and she is businesswoman. So as a mother, she is nurturing. This is how she helps people. She nurtures them, she encourages them, she supports them. She is maternal, she gives maternal love. As a wife, she is I want to say this the right way. She supports the divine masculine by being open to the divine above, right? So she supports the divine masculine. She's a wife. She supports the divine masculine by opening up and being receptive and allowing the feminine to flow freely through her. Okay, so that is the wifely duties, is being the feminine, allowing it to flow, providing inspiration, providing that kind of loving, nurturing support to the husband as well. And of course, if you're going to do some sex, that would be welcome as well, giving him that creativity and letting him enjoy your the beauty of you, which nourishes your life partner so much. You being the divine feminine is super nourishing for your life partner. This is true of everyone, okay? Now, and then the last part, yes. Right, and so let's see, I covered wife, mother. Oh, and as a businesswoman, this means you must make your business, like you must go for it. You do not hold back. She does not hold back in her business, because how you're going to help people is by going for your business and investing yourself and saying yes to it and letting spirit work through you, okay? No fear, no doubt, nothing like that. Not allowing those things to hold you back. All right, sweetheart, I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, next. Bibi says she's interested in starting a GoFundMe. Very good, excellent. Charity says, it's my birthday today. Could you pull cards for me? Happy birthday, Charity. Today is what, the 18th, so that makes you a Cancer at the Leo cusp. Happy birthday. I am happy to pull a card for you, and as long as it is within the within what we are talking about today, which is your business. So please go ahead and post your question about your spiritual life coaching business, or about your niche, or how you can get started, or what you need, okay? All right, very good. Bibi says, thank you for your confirmation. This is absolutely what I've been doing. I love raw, uncut, appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Aurora wants a reading, okay. Let's see. Betty says, thank you, wow, okay, wonderful. Aurora says, specifically, I'm wondering if it is aligned for me to rebrand myself from a soul alignment coach to focusing more on being in my passion. For Tantra and sacred sexuality, or if I should keep the soul alignment aspect alive. Wow, I love this, darling. So yes, thank you for giving me the chance to open up to that. Let's see what Spirit says. I mean, just as I'm sitting here, I'm very curious about this. This is beautiful. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. So Aurora is really wanting to open up and rebranding passion for Tantra and sacred sexuality. Keep the soul alignment aspect alive. I keep getting that these things should be combined, but let's take a look and see what comes up here for us, Aurora. Let's see. Oh, shit. Oh my God, we got it again. Here she is, she's back again. Okay, so this is really a clear message that it is time for new beginnings, Aurora. So I would say that Spirit is very definitely saying your passion for Tantra and sacred sexuality is a real thing, and you can go forward with that. So the answer to your question is yes. And just as Bibi got this card earlier, this card represents the Fool in traditional tarot. And that basically means that you are young, innocent, vibrant, open-hearted, open-minded. And this is exactly the first step that you want to be taking, is saying yes to this. So Spirit is confirming very much that rebranding yourself, having a new beginning is really important. Also, darling, I think it's important to, again, I'm going back to, this is a mature woman. Look at her bosom, look at her face. She is mature. This means that you have already been doing this work. This is not new to you. So even though this is a new adventure, you are not a fool. You are not dumb. You know what it takes to build a business. You know what it takes to generate the creativity that you need in order to lead people, the energy to lead people. So the answer is yes, go forward like a badass, grown-ass woman who's going on a new adventure. Leap and the net will appear, but also do your work, okay? I'm reminding you, just as I did with Bibi and like I'm doing with Sweet Betty, you got to remember the divine masculine. So yes, follow your heart, do your divine feminine, but also follow the steps, do the work to build your business, okay? And you all have heard me talking about this a lot. That's my specialty. My specialty is to help women become certified spiritual life coaches with divine coaching businesses that thrive. That is my job. I'm good at it. And so, yes, I'm going to always remind you all that it's not just about being in the feminine. It's also about really mastering the masculine and bringing substance to the work, okay, to the earth. All right. And Betty says, yes, all my questions have been answered and I'm delighted. Yes, Betty, we're delighted. All right. Excellent. Oh, Charity asks, am I on the right track with my books? Excellent, Charity. Let's get in, darling. Yes. Let's see what Spirit has to say about you and the books. So, Charity, today is your birthday, and we just had the new moon in Cancer yesterday. So I am really glad that you are here, my friend. And I hope that you are taking action on whatever your dream is, because this is a super powerful portal for you. Like, it's all about that alignment, okay? So Charity and her books. Charity. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right. So Charity, let's see what we got here. Charity, there we go. You have the 9 green, okay? And 9 green with this particular deck is the 9 of Cups, which basically, here it says, fulfillment of wishes, fulfillment of wishes. And if we look here, we see this waterfall on the left and right, and that represents an abundance of emotions, free-flowing emotions. And yet there's all this high energy that comes from the emotions, and yet this lady here is so calm. She's dressed as kind of a holy woman or a woman of status. She has a treasure chest, and it's radiating incredible light. And she's standing on this beautiful leaf. And this peach color in the background and this yellow represents abundance and prosperity and safety and security. And again, look, I always laugh at this card because she's got these two things here, and they could be scrolls or they could be French baguettes, okay? I always look at them and I see them as French baguettes, and I'm like, she got good food. And here she could be smelling a rose or smelling a bundle of flowers, or she could be eating some vanilla ice cream, okay? So she can't go wrong. There's nothing that can go wrong with this lady. She got ice cream, a baguette, a treasure chest, and free-flowing energy and emotions. She is on fire. And I think that for you, Charity, this is just saying that you are on fire. You go do your books, stay focused on your books. You're doing the right thing with your books. I would even say that you can expect some positive returns on what you're creating in the near future. All right. So good for you. Congratulations, darling. Happy birthday. And yes. Excellent. All right, sweetheart. Very good. Let's see where we are here. All righty. Divine Rising. Hey, Sarah Joy. How's my friend? Excellent. It's good to see you, sweetheart. And again, friends, we are doing readings today about your spiritual life coaching business. So if you have a question about about building your business, then go ahead and post your question in the comments here. And I'm just asking that we all stay focused on the same thing so that it helps me be clear. And also, hey, it's my party. I'm going to read about what I want to read about. And I'm also really glad to see such positive feedback coming for you all. Look, I already know that if you're here, this is the right thing to do. Like, it's so freaking clear to me. So, and I'm glad that I have so many opportunities to offer you all things of value, services of value. All right. Okay, thank you. Salute to you. LOL. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, you are so welcome. All right, very good. So it doesn't look like there are any more questions that are coming in, and maybe Sarah Joy is going to type in a question for me. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just tune in very quickly, and I'm going to do a more general reading for the women who are active and participating in my League of Badass Butterflies on a consistent basis. And this is not about, now keep in mind, you all, I'm not looking for how successful are we going to be, because I already know that we are going to be successful. But what I want to know is what spirit, like what brings us all together into this tribe. Now, this can add another layer. If you've already had a reading, this will add another layer for you to kind of just look at and to contemplate, okay? So let's see what's bringing all of us together in this League of Badass Butterflies. I think the group has grown to 1,400 people, and that's awesome. I'm excited about that. But let's see what's bringing us together. What does Spirit want us to know? I don't look at the card until I see it in Zoom. Woo, thank goodness. I was a little bit nervous. Okay, I have to say I was a little bit nervous because, you know, I've been a little out of touch the last few weeks. I was nervous, but we get this incredible card. Thank God. So this is 8 red, okay, and it says positive movement forward. And this card corresponds to the 8 of coins in traditional tarot. By the way, if you come into the Superpowers Academy, we're going to be going in depth into tarot because I feel like it's really important for you to know as a spiritual life coach, to have this as a tool because it's so freaking powerful. It's so accurate. It's so spot on. It's never, ever, ever wrong. And once you build that relationship with your tarot cards, then you are very, very blessed. And yes, so that's what we want for you. So this card shows a beautiful ocean, okay? And there's a little boat, which is like, it's a small boat, but it's well made. It's got great sails, okay? And there's a bird that's guiding and it's going toward the sun. And the sky ahead is clear and beautiful. And this is a super affirmative card. And what this card represents is obviously positive movement forward. But what it means is that as a group, because I asked about like what's going on with us as a group. And this card, like if you were an individual person, like if you were just reading for yourself and you got this card, it would represent you, it would represent you being apprenticed by something higher, like something or someone higher, right? So being like working under the tutelage of someone who has your back, has their shit together, and knows how to teach you. And actually, that's making me get a little bit emotional because that means that I am the one who's actually done this work and who is nurturing you all along and being you all are like apprentices in my workshop of badassery. You all are learning how to be badasses under me, and I love that. And of course, I am always acting under spirit. Okay, spirit is always downloading and guiding me, and I am using what I get, what I receive from spirit. I am always sharing that with you. So that feels really good and exciting. So that's our group reading. I love this. This is so cool. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so it looks like I have answered all the questions. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be back again on Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've forgotten what we're going to be talking about, but we will have it posted for you, and I look forward to seeing you. All right, everyone, signing off. Bye for now. Bye, everybody.